The greatest travel story of all time, a dream digital nomad visa, and how to avoid summer travel crowds. This and so much more.
Hey, it's Chris and Alan, long-term travel couple, and welcome to Travel Tea, your go-to spot for weekly travel news.
So whether you're packing your first suitcase or looking for your next adventure, here's what's going on in the world of travel this week.
You'll never believe this, but there's a tiny Italian island that's being invaded by goats. If you've ever wanted to own a goat, this story may be their greatest opportunity of all time.
The tiny island of Alacuti only has about 100 residents, but they have more than 600 goats. And they want to get this number closer to 100, where the goats don't outnumber the people quite so much. So the mayor is offering for anyone who can come and capture a goat, they get to take it home for free.
And ideally, you're gonna take it home and domesticate it, have it be your pet, whatever, but the mayor said, we're not checking or doing any due diligence on what you actually do with the animals. So if you're gonna eat it, you know, no one's looking.
They said the only requirement is that you have to have a boat to get it off the island. So if you're looking for that unique travel experience, head to Alacuti. They've got you covered.
So for our second story, Italy's digital nomad visa just went into effect. So for all you work from anywhere fans, Italy might have just granted your wildest dreams.
To take advantage of this new digital nomad visa, you have to make at least 28,000 euros a year or 30,000 US dollars, have worked remotely for at least 6 months, and go to your local Italian consulate with an affidavit signed from your employer.
So what's unique about this visa is that after the year's up, you can apply and get the visa renewed. So just get it renewed, get it renewed, get it renewed. Can you just like live in Italy? I don't know how this works, so this is all new.
Yeah, it's all new, no one knows, but hey, there's an opportunity there. Most digital nomad visas can't be renewed, so promising.
So if you ever wanted to live and work remotely in Italy, now's your chance.
This is this summer's most popular destinations according to Google. London, Paris, Tokyo, Rome.
Thank you, Google, for the most obvious touristy destinations possible. So instead of those, what do we have?
Instead of London, you could rent a car, road trip through England and Scotland. It's beautiful.
Instead of going to Paris, you can go to Normandy and have even better food than Paris. Or go to like, what's that?
Alsace, I went to Colmar, fantastic.
Instead of going to Tokyo, well, we haven't been to Tokyo.
So we don't have a better recommendation. We want to go to Tokyo.
Let's skip that for now. Instead of Rome, go to like Tuscany in Volterra. They have like a Colosseum looking thing there. Well, it was a Colosseum.
Yeah, Roman ruins are all over Italy.
So there's your alternative list to not get stuck in those traps. Because the thing is, you have 2 weeks for your vacation and you don't want to spend it like following the herd of people around. So make the best of your 2-week vacation and skip these destinations.
Essentially, if you can avoid Paris during the Olympics, do it. Looks like one of our favorite travel perks is about to get a little bit pricier. Global entry membership fees are increasing for the first time ever.
Yeah, so it used to be $100 every 5 years. Now in this October, it's gonna be $120 every 5 years. But for me, the extra $20 is completely worth skipping that 2-hour customs line.
Global entry is a benefit for American citizens where you go and you get an interview with the Department of Homeland Security in order to get this little fancy card that says that you get to skip through customs lines on international flights.
So picture this. You just get back from an international flight. You've been on the plane for like 12 hours, right? You're just wanting to get home. You get off the plane, look at customs. There's this massive line of people there, 2 hours deep, right? And you're like, oh, this is awful. This is gonna be bad. But then you look to the side and heavens open. A light shines down. Global entry. Not sponsored, by the way. But honestly, like, there's like 6 or 7 machines. You stand in front of the machine, scans your eyes, and then a person at the front says, Christopher. They always sound like that. You walk up to the guy and welcome back to America, Christopher. Oh, thank you. And then you look back at the crowd and so happy days.
So the travel tip here is go ahead and renew your global entry fees now if you can before October, or follow our travel hack of the week.
So our travel hack of the week is to get a credit card that comes with the perk of global entry for free. I mean, you pay your annual fees, but you get so many other perks, global entry being one of them.
There are several credit cards that cover the global entry statement credits as a benefit, but they come with other travel perks like lounge access. We've had global entry for the last 8 years, and we got it through our Chase Sapphire Reserve and Amex Platinum cards.
So like, we hardly ever pay for travel. We use points for hotels, mainly for flights, and if you're only taking like a 1-week trip, or 2-week trip every year, and you don't travel as much as we do, you can absolutely have all of your trips covered with just points. If you're not doing this, you're missing out on a free Europe trip every single year. So for the guest destination last week, it was Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. We love that place. It is quite touristy, but once you get to like the romantic quarter, that's what it's called, romantic quarter?
Romantic zone, yeah.
Yeah, like we love that area. So
I still think of those tacos. Like I would go back in a second just for the tacos.
Hot tip, don't get the tacos. get the Vulcan. Vulcan?
Vulcan.
Vulcan?
Yeah.
Looks like volcano.
Comes with more meat on it and the cheese is all melty. Oh my gosh. So hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Travel Tea News. Let us know what you think of the stories in the comments and like what travel credit card are you going to be getting?
So stay curious, stay adventurous, and stay tuned for more Travel Tea News.